What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Four Quarters Podcast. I'm your host, Gabriel Bivens,
I'm Jacob Jones.
I'm Ryan Perry.
I'm Isaiah Lewison.
and this is
The Four Quarters Podcast.
Jacob, we on you.
All right, guys. My Knicks are hot. They're hot. After coming off 9 out of 11 games of losing, Zay, thank you for your Nets. They got it.
we gotta get him.
They got us right on track. 50-point blowout. 54 points to be exact.
And you were saying, we're going to the future. And
We are the future.
No,
The future
we're
number
not.
one pick.
We
We're the
are
future
the-
shit. We're the future shit.
I don't want to.
The Wizards have a better future.
I know you don't believe that.
I
Jacob, continue.
All right. So, last night's the Knicks versus Lakers, right?
Yeah.
We got Jalen Brunson, even though he didn't score well, career high in assists, 13 assists.
That's his career high. That's how you know that nigga don't pass. the ball.
And well, to start the game, I thought we were cooked because Luka and LeBron were locked.
Yeah.
When Luka hit that 360 step back
No,
three,
speaking of that,
that was
I don't know what LeBron is doing. Like, it's like the first half, this nigga LeBron will play out of his mind, and the second half is like he disappears. I don't know if that's an age thing and he just loses his juice. I think it actually is.
I think it is.
It's probably him taking a break.
But
I mean, yeah.
we need Austin Reeves back. Holy crap. We need Austin Reeves back.
I don't think
And
that's my fault.
to circle back to Jalen Brunson, that was, I think, one of his most impressive games of the year, even though he didn't score well at
Because
all,
of basketball.
because he's a leader.
I
that
love
was-
that.
that
was the-
Sir, that's great.
That was the most leadership I've shown from him. One play, he passed it to OG, right? It was a wide, they were both running down the court, open lane. He passed to OG Anunoby for a wide open dunk. And that very next play, he stole the ball from Luka from the pass and had a wide open dunk. And then he scored the next 5 points after that. And he wasn't playing well before that. So Jalen Brunson literally gave up a wide open layup to OG. And that's what made the Knicks win, because they were losing at that point. And so, Ryan, I know you were want to talk about Jalen Brunson's leadership.
Yeah, that was a great outing from him. For somebody who only had 12 points, shooting 4 for 15, if you're a stat watcher,
Yeah, if
you're
you're a
probably
box
saying
scorer,
this is
merchant.
terrible.
Yeah.
But me personally watching the game, I watched how somebody who was struggling found another way to get the job done. And we don't appreciate that enough with these superstars. And that's why, going back to the conversations we had in the last pod, I feel as though social media has fried all of our ways of thinking within sports. This Jalen Brunson performance is a superstar performance. This is what you do when you're that guy and you can't get the job done that night. You find a way to get everybody else around you to be that guy.
And he was making his threes late in the fourth quarter when
Yeah.
it really
Yes.
counts.
He definitely hit timely shots.
A superstar is not someone who makes the shots when you want him to. It was when someone needs to be a superstar. No, someone needs to be leading the team. That is what a superstar
You
is.
guys are going to be upset because you know how I'm about to relate this back.
Here we go.
But LeBron James, right?
You're king.
LeBron James has been a player who always, the difference between him and the Kobe, him and Michael Jordan, right, is he's not going to make a play to make it look best for LeBron James. LeBron James is going to make the play to look best for the team, right? So you might see a LeBron. I remember it was that Memphis Grizzlies series. They were turning back and forth. AD was still on the team. I remember a game. I think it was game 6. I think he had 15 and 10. But he had those last 4 points, and he had that layup, that and-one layup on Dylan Brooks. And I remember him and AD just going, yeah, that he was gonna shoot it. And I was in my head, I was like, he's not having the greatest game, but he got 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Without him, they're not in this game at all. And I'm like, from if you look at the best players of all time, I feel like besides Mike and besides a Kobe, most of those players are gonna make plays for the right team. A player like LeBron, a player like a Kobe, a player like Michael Jordan, they're gonna die in the hill. Oh, I'm taking the last shot regardless. And granted, they made a lot of the last shot, but I think I'd rather take the player who's gonna make the right play for the team. And I think that's what the perfect player is. The smartest basketball player makes that type of play. And if we relate it to if we're relating to the Lakers now, I think that's exactly what LeBron is missing. I think LeBron is missing that switch. I remember somebody said it the other day, like he's one of the best players of all time to make that switch, turn on that light, and it's over with. LeBron's gonna take over the game. I think he doesn't have that, and I feel like we're seeing that right now. Like second quarter, I remember against the Bulls, he had 20 points in the first half. He's juiced. Then the knees start to shaking. He gets third, fourth quarter. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying we make trades to get a better defense, and we need Austin Reeves back because in the beginning of the season it was working. We had those three players who were outscoring everybody. It was good. Luka got hurt. Austin got hurt. Luka came back, and now we don't have those three players producing at a level where you have three guys having about 21 plus, and one is guaranteed to get 30. You're most likely going to win a game on most given nights. But we don't have that production and no other players stepping up. And that's that. Arguably, besides Jalen, if you take it from the Lakers' point of view, that's why the Lakers lost this game.
I was just about to say.
I feel like it. See, me, I watched the game and looked at the box score.
Right.
So, looking at the box score and looking at the game, Luka Doncic absolutely carried this team.
Yes,
throughout
for sure.
the second half, first quarter, everything. Damn near a triple double.
He was pointing to Spike Lee and all that.
Yeah,
he was in the game.
Wilding. And keep in mind, this is the same dude that tweaked his ankle, a week ago?
Yeah.
On the Cavs?
Yes, bro. On the
I don't know how
elevated
LeBron
Cavs.
never tweaked his ankle.
But that's recently. I don't think they
really?
always had that on the court.
I think
no,
because of
they-
hockey.
Yeah, because they
It
had
was a recent
something going on.
Hockey.
Like, what was it? It was the hockey team in the arena, and they wanted to make sure it was
that
like
it wasn't wet and ice.
yeah. But
Interesting.
not gonna lie, that whole thing with the switch from LeBron, all that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not there, but you need another player to step up.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
I said. That's what we
yeah,
need.
okay.
And I feel like if Luka is doing it for the whole game, it's not like really another level we can go to. He's already giving you 20 and 10, about to give you 40 and so like he's already at that level. So that's why we need that Austin to either whether it's from the whole game he's producing or like we saw in the first quarter of the season. Fourth quarters, Austin was like one of the best fourth quarter players in the league. And if we have that, I feel like we're not gonna because we've been losing a lot of close games and a lot of games where we play a great first half, and then the second half was like where we go.
That's exactly why I don't think that it's just Austin Reeves, because the fact that with all three of them, you're having close games. Even they get like the Harlem Globetrotters out there playing first half, they still gonna come down to the wire because they have no bench and they have no defense. The reason the Knicks just beat them was because Shamit gave him 23 off the bench, and then Coley gave him 8 points with 4 assists. So it's like, if you can't get production off your bench to where your stars can get a break, you're going to need Luka, AR, and Braun to drop 30 apiece every night, and that's never going to be nothing's going to
work
It's
out.
not sufficient.
However, Ryan, you did bring up a point about like they're always going to be in the clutch. Well, the Lakers are 12-2 in clutch games this year,
Right.
So they are playing well. JJ Redick has got him playing well in the clutch. The
thing is, we don't. It just my bad for interrupting.
No, you're good.
My Duke said it was a problem. What's it called? But like, I think that's the point. Us as a team, we don't need to be in these situations. Like, this is the situations you save for the playoffs. In the playoffs, you know it's gonna be close. You know you're gonna need your star player to have a great game in the fourth. You know that, but in the regular season, we need to be coasting at a point to where if we're gonna be a top 4 seed in the West, a stacked West teams, the teams like the Hornets, the teams like the Wizards, the teams that we know we should be putting B to A and shouldn't be a close game where we shouldn't be losing. Like the Bulls, granted, they had a great first 15 games, but now we're losing to the Bulls. Like that's not like on a game where it's supposed to be close. Like that's not how it's supposed to work. I don't. Bottom line is the Lakers should not be in these close games, and it's because Ryan said we have no defense and we don't have a should have been all-star guard player. But
one final thing before we go to second quarter.
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron is coasting for the playoffs, or does he not have that extra?
I think
drive.
we will see. I don't think we could because now I don't think we could make that deciphering until we get to the playoffs. Because it could have been he's not playing second half, so he's like I'm gonna save that little juice for the playoffs, or it could be like he just don't got it. But we can get into the second half or not second half, second quarter. Paul George, he hit a
chill.
Pandemic P.
hit a 360
Percocet P.
Percocet P. Are we serious?
I'm talking.
You're not gonna
P.
blaspheme my God.
No. But we gotta talk about this, right?
It's the GOAT.
I think we have to.
That's the
blast.
GOAT.
He hit a 360
Like, what are
Indiana
we talking
Pacer vertical 40-inch 2K13 dunking
Yeah,
warm-ups.
I call BS on all
Listen,
of
but
them.
he was like
and then-
PG before the injury.
I'm saying
He was
And
nice.
then
He's still
you
nice.
get 9 threes in a game. He looks like
Hell no.
What the?
He can't just be training. What's wrong with
Huh?
that?
Oh, Isaiah,
I
why
know-
are you Paul George stand?
I don't think he
Why-
gets
I
suspended
love
25
Men-
games
mental
for
health
just training.
drugs. Oh, I
Mental,
took-
they were mental health drugs.
I took the wrong mental health.
He
drugs.
did.
the wrong-
I
You
take
remember?
full
You remember in
responsibility.
baseball when Fernando Tatis accidentally
Don't
took
ask
the
me
wrong
that because
thing with
Fernando
steroids?
Tatis is lying just like him.
No, and he
Both
was
of them was
proven
lying.
innocent.
No, he wasn't.
PG-13 is going to
Bro.
be proven innocent.
No,
I'm
he's
telling you
not.
now.
No,
I'm telling you now.
No, he's
he's
not.
going to set out the whole 25 games.
That's his rating. 13.
He's going to put an appeal
13
that's going
overall.
to get shut down within the first hour.
Yeah.
And then they're just he's
Like he
gonna
just
sit
get
out.
30. It's just 30 out of nowhere.
We're going
Like,
to
he
see
ain't- what's wrong
podcast
with that?
B.
He ain't been. He
Yeah,
ain't been-
20.
he
Yeah,
did it
20 in a stretch.
12.
The
Yeah,
stretch
20
when
in
he
a
decided
stretch,
to
yeah,
take some
23.
drugs.
Oh, 9 threes. 9 for 13 from 3, huh? Like,
When was the last time you heard of him shooting at least just 6 threes in a game? Not
That's
9.
that's like okay.
Yeah,
Come
he's
on
washed.
now.
He's
What
washed.
are we doing?
MVP voting type days. Gang.
But-
Yeah,
but
that's-
guys-
that's different.
Do you guys think Paul George is a top 15 talent of all time?
Yes.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Definitely.
I think
that's-
he's top
you.
10. I think he's
I think
top
that's
10.
undebatable. I'm about to say
He's the
I think he's
most
top 10 all
complete
time.
player,
he
low-key.
if his
He is.
career could have went a little differently in little spots.
He didn't
would've
get
talked
injured.
about
Is
his
that
career.
a-
If
I
he
told
didn't
you
run
this.
into
We're not talking
LeBron
about James.
James,
I said this before.
just say if he didn't run into LeBron
Exactly.
James, he got a ring.
He's not.
Thank you.
He wouldn't be-
Multiple rings.
Is
he
this
wouldn't-
a
no,
preview?
no, he would
What?
not.
Yes,
No,
he's
no,
having
no,
more than
no,
one.
No,
More than
no,
one.
no.
Yes.
He's
yes.
not beating the Spurs game.
Huh?
He's not beating the Spurs if he makes
Him?
it past LeBron.
That was a tough team.
He's not
I
beating
don't
the
think he would have
Spurs.
beat that
He's
team.
not beating
No, I'm saying he would have gotten to the finals.
Okay, let's say F the Spurs. He's not beating the Warriors.
The 2015 Warriors.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
I
Yes,
don't
he
know.
is.
He may
With
be-
Yes,
Roy,
he
oh,
is.
Roy
I
Hibbert?
think
Yes,
Forgot
he
about
is.
Roy Hibbert.
Yes,
think he could.
Roy
I
Hibbert,
think he
David
could've.
West, George Hill,
David
Gang.
West. good
Lance
shout.
Stevenson,
That's a great
him.
shout.
Stop.
I
Lance
will say
Stevenson.
their defense was pretty like their defense was pretty good. I'll give you
Pretty
that.
good.
Their
They were
defense
They
was
were
lit.
top
They were
3
lit.
Their
in
defense
the
was pretty
entire
lit.
NBA, bro.
But the war, like, gang, there's a reason why LeBron couldn't will that team. It's because he didn't have another consistent scorer. What was Paul George's other consistent scorer to win that series if they were to go that
Danny
series?
Granger, George Hill.
Danny Granger in 2015.
Whoa.
Gang,
Let's
you're-
not disrespect Danny
Thank
Granger.
you.
I'm
Danny
not
Granger. Danny was
2014,
like
he was
that.
also nice.
I'm not talking about 2012, 2013 Danny Granger who made the All-Star team. We're talking about 2015 Danny Granger.
he
barely
just
played.
started making
He
the dip
no,
down.
he barely played. I can guarantee he was in top 7 in rotation.
Wasn't
You
that
can
like
bet
his
it.
first 3-and-D year for real?
We can-
Like
we can
before he
bet.
stopped dunking and all
Think
that.
so.
and
Mm.
became
But,
like a
like,
real
like-
shooter.
Mm.
was
He would
still-
need he would need a second guy to score at least 17.
Bro,
he didn't have
based
that.
off of their defense
have
and
that.
the fact that they had, I feel like that would be it.
I,
But
if
this
that,
might be
that's
a
also
terrible
just
matchup
me.
for
That's also
matchup,
just
I
me.
don't think
I think
I don't
it's
know
a-
if this is true, but was Oladipo on that team?
No, hell
No.
no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I just want to make
He,
sure.
he was on Orlando.
Yeah, Victor and PG never got to play together.
He
But,
also aesthetically has the smoothest handles I've ever
Oh no,
seen.
no.
Oh,
it's-
yes.
If you take from watching a basketball eye and just
Didn't
watching
you
Paul
know?
George,
Didn't you know?
Paul George like that, there's a reason why kids say that's my goat because like just watching from a basketball standpoint, just
So
getting
tough.
buckets.
That's why I chose
Smooth,
him.
bro.
That's why I chose the Clippers for 2K20 for my career because of Paul George.
Oh yeah, you
'Cause
get
he's so
Kawhi
tough.
and
Yeah,
PG
Kawhi,
from my
yes,
career.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
no.
good money. That's good money. I ain't gonna lie.
Respect that.
That was a nice little preview for.
Speaking of
fourth quarter.
Paul George, do you guys think?
Whatever you say, I'm saying yes.
Oh my gosh.
This is
Glaze.
my LeBron.
No, this is not.
This
even,
What?
is my
no,
LeBron.
this is not even a question. I think Paul George would be Jason Tatum if he never had injuries. I feel like that's a trajectory.
So remember when we had it? Keep in mind, we had an
It is.
earlier episode. It was one of our earlier episodes, and y'all called me crazy. Y'all called me crazy because I said this. That Paul George would be a top 15 player in the entire NBA if he never got injured.
history.
Yeah,
Yes.
he would be top 15, but to say he'd be
History?
Jason Tatum?
No.
Jason Tatum is the best
No.
ISO player with all the stats of PG
Because-
in his prime.
because he's not a
He-
leader.
No,
the
that's what I'm
best-
saying. I feel like
PG?
Paul George would have got to that.
No.
level.
I don't think
he's
you
not
could have
leader.
got any possibly better.
No.
at
I
what
feel
he
like
was
young
at.
PG.
Like what he was is
I
probably
think-
his peak.
Yeah, we
He
had this
is.
conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
had this
Tatum is
Yeah.
so
conversation.
versatile.
Yes.
Yeah, PG don't compare to him.
I feel like if you take imagine if PG had that 2019 OKC Thunder years multiple years in a row. That's basically-
okay, maybe that's what RZ.
that's
but
basically what Jason.
I don't
has.
like 1 year though.
No,
so,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. I'm saying, what if like if he never had the injuries, Paul
Yeah.
George would be at that level.
Plus,
That's
he
if
my
never
point.
broke his
if
leg.
he did that, he would have a conversation.
Right.
But the fact that Tatum's
Yeah.
winning, he still would be.
Yeah, I
over.
agree.
I mean, yeah.
But I never seen Paul George win. And then I think that's a team.
That's the most.
He had a great OKC
That
year.
hurts me.
Yeah, no, 1 year. Quite, and then
Yeah.
they lost in the playoffs immediately.
Yeah, choked.
Like quite, I ain't gonna lie. I being born in Oklahoma, not from. It's good. What Jacob said, don't get it twisted.
Facts.
What's it called? That I really thought it was gonna be the big three or that big two OKC of Russ and PG versus the Warriors, and I just like that playoff series with Russ versus KD would have been so fun to watch.
But once Pandemic P hit the side of the backboard,
I
it
chill,
was
bro. I
we
don't like
couldn't
talking
make
about
it past
Pandemic.
the players. We couldn't make it past a rookie Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like I don't get how
Somebody who's phony at that.
like
He's
Whoa.
not a winner.
Oh,
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, yeah,
so
he's not a-
overrated.
he's not a
not
winner.
Oh my
a
gosh,
winner,
so
but I don't think he's
overrated.
overrated by any
No,
I feel like he
he's
gets so
smooth.
many empty buckets, but I feel like we already talked about this, so I won't get too into it.
We'll save for the hot takes.
I like that.
I just, not D Mitch.
Are you talking about that meme?
Nah.
You like Rudy Gobert
Do I like Rudy Gobert
as
who,
a player?
Who likes
Mr. Like 5-time depoy.
That's first of all, those words are bullshit.
I mean, he's yelling all-star like that means something with D Mitch. It's the same
All-star.
thing with Rudy. They was on the same team. Two bums putting up empty stats that don't
Bums.
generate you winning.
Bums.
Bums.
Donovan Mitchell.
Rudy
Bums.
Gobert?
No.
Flight Reacts?
Gobert.
Shout out Flight Reacts.
I can
Gobert?
tell you personally,
Gobert.
Donovan Mitchell averages the most points per game in against a single team, and it's the highest in all of history. Nobody averages as many points as he does versus the Celtics, but yet he can't beat us. He literally can't beat us.
He's a dog
I
at the
mean,
end of the day.
Well,
He's
does he-
averaging
Sometimes
like
a player
36
that,
points
bro.
per game.
I'm not
versus
believing
us,
Darius
and
Garland.
can't
Like, he
win?
has no help.
Yeah,
Like,
Darius
empty-
Garland.
empty
it's
stats.
supposed
Josh
to be
Allen.
Garland
I mean,
and-
what's his name?
Garland's
Jared
fine.
Allen?
Jared Allen. Not Josh.
yeah, I don't know what happened to that team. That team was the first seed. They had a lot of young talent.
Our Knicks,
and
that's
they
what
went to
happened.
nothing. But to wrap the second quarter up, the first edition of Ryan's Bets is for halftime. Y'all go tune in, and we'll
get
see y'all
y'all
for the
right.
third quarter. We out.
It's the word, everyone. It's my first ever halftime show. Whenever you see me up here, we're going to call this the Ryan's Hot Corner. And the reason we're going to call this the Ryan's Hot Corner because I'm giving you the hottest picks that everybody's afraid to take. Today, I will be giving you all a banger 4-leg parlay that, if it hits, the New England Patriots will be the Super Bowl champ. The first challenge for Josh McDaniels has to be, can you run against their 4-down line? When they're dedicating numbers to the pass game, there's no reason that we shouldn't be using Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson to get the running game going. If you can't generate a run game against a defense like 4 quarters, they're going to be in for a long night. So they're going to have to figure something out. I'm expecting Vrabel to do what he has been doing these past few playoff matches and show why Ramondre Stevenson still is the lead back on his team. And that is going to go into our first pick for this parlay. For my first pick, we're going to have Ramondre Stevenson for 50-plus rushing yards. Getting Stevenson going forces Seattle to bring another body into the box, to bring more heat, and this creates one-on-ones on the outside. Mike McDonald has shown that he is very willing to leave his corners on the island. The Rams, just in the NFC Championship, were allowed to get 5.2 yards per carry, which allowed them to be great on the outside. Puka and Devontae Adams were able to kill. Mike McDonald has shown that he will let his corners be on the island. You just have to beat them. The Rams were able to do so, averaging 5.2 yards per carry, which forced them to use Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. While using those two receivers, they ended up gashing the defense. So I know this is the number one defense of all time when what everybody says, but they are very susceptible to the pass. The question is, can New England's receivers replicate what Puka and Devontae did? They don't have a Puka Nacua. They don't have a Devontae Adams, but they do have a player in Kayshon Boutte. He has shown he can beat elite talent on the outside, and we've seen him. He just beat Derek Stingley just a couple weeks ago. So it is possible for the Patriots to generate some run with Ramondre Stevenson and be able to move the ball that way. Then maybe they can get in some one-on-one situations, and then maybe if Drake May is throwing the deep ball as well as he's been doing all season, Kayshon Boutte will have no problem catching us out. Kayshon Boutte will be able to create that separation needed when needed, and this is why for my second prop, we will be taking his over 30.5 receiving yards. That should be an easy catch. This line should be at least 45 plus. For my final two prop, we're going to hone in on what the Patriots defense needs to do to come out with a Super Bowl victory. This league is a copycat league, and I think a game that Mike Vrabel should be, and quite frankly, will be pulling from, is Week 13, Seattle versus Minnesota. Now, the Seahawks won this one, 26-0, so take that into account when talking about passing numbers and receiving numbers versus Jackson Smith and Jigba, the Seahawks were going up against a backup QB. The Vikings couldn't move the ball. Not necessarily a huge passing kind of situation for Seattle to find itself in. However, Sam Darnold went 14 for 26, 128 yards, and had a 4.9 average, while being sacked 4 times, also having a QBR of 23.3 and a quarterback rating of 67.5. That's not a good game at all, regardless of what the scheme was. And in this game, you had Jackson Smith and Jigba with only 2 catches for 23 yards on only 4 targets. How did they do it? Obvious double teams on JSN, where people are dropping underneath him, and you had a body over top on the shorter plays, and then you had clear doubles with safety help over top for cornerbacks on some potential deep routes for JSN. But what was most impressive was what the Vikings did up front. I've been praising all playoffs long on what my Patriots have been doing at the defensive line, and now what was most impressive was what the Vikings did up front to make sure that Sam Darnold didn't have the time to find his best receiver, especially down the field. They blitzed on over 60% of their snaps, and now we already know that Brian Flores runs a heavy blitz defense, but 60%? That's actually insane. You rarely ever see that. Sam Darnold's numbers reflect he was impacted by that rush. His average depth of target in that game was a measly 3.6 yards per attempt. That is incredibly low to have your passes traveling just that far beyond the line of scrimmage. You can't hit JSN deep when you're throwing 3 yards behind the line on a play-to-play basis, and this is why I will be taking his under 94.5 receiving yards. I know it's crazy, but trust in his defense. This is a great plan from Brian Flores that Mike Vrabel and Zach Kirk, Patriots defensive play caller, can pull from. And we know the Patriots have gone blitz happy already over the course of this postseason. So, do they dial it up to an even greater degree in the biggest game of the year to take away that which Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba do really well? I think they do dial up the pressure and use what I have been raving about all postseason as our biggest key to success. Those D-line stunts. These D-line stunts will have Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again. For my final prop, we will be taking Sam Darnold to throw 1 or more interceptions on Super Bowl Sunday. To recap it all, we will be taking Ramondre Stevenson to rush for 50 yards, Sam Darnold to throw 1+ interception, Kayshon Boutte over 30.5 receiving yards, and under 94.5 receiving yards for Jackson Smith and Jigba. We'll call this parlay final doorstep to destiny. Shout out Kevin Wild. Now I'll be meeting all of you at the bank Monday morning to cash that withdrawal. Now let's get back to the third quarter.
Shout out to Ryan for Ryan's bet. It was the first of one of those. We love it. So now we go to the third quarter. Let's talk about Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Been on the Bucks for a minute, about 11, 12 years. It's time for a change. I think everybody can agree that Giannis needs to be traded, and he's. I don't think they're saving. I don't think the Bucks could save it in any way. I don't think they have enough to trade for another star. I don't think they have a star coming up. I think their next best player is Kyle Kuzma, so that's not good, right?
Ryan Rollins.
Ryan Rollins has been hooping. I will give that. He's been hooping, but it's not enough for Giannis to stay though. So I think you trade him and his brother, and I think the best fit would be going to the Warriors. I think him and Steph would be great. But hey, just saying, got a report the other day. Giannis is very intrigued to see what a pick and roll game with Luka would be like. I'm just saying. Don't hate me for it.
Who you trading?
I don't know. That's
Reeves, LeBron.
Yeah,
Rui.
I'll give up Reeves, but I don't think the Bucks will give up Reeves in return. I could see that, but we would have to give up everything else.
That's the most fabricated trade I've ever.
Right, but yeah. Again, I think Warriors is the best fit for Giannis play style wise. But what I would want to see, and I think it would be really cool, like just the energy in the building would be him going to the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves are almost like close to making that trade with other teams. Him and Anthony Edwards together.
Him and Ant, yeah.
That's box office. That's something your kids are.
And you can trade Randall too.
You could trade.
They need to trade Randall.
Yeah, you could give up mostly. You could give up.
So bunned.
I think everybody besides Giannis. I mean, I think everybody.
He's just a ball hog.
I think everybody besides Ant would be included in that trade if the Bucks won. They would ask for anybody. I think.
Yeah, and honestly,
I don't think McDaniel's leaving in that trade.
I think.
I think Ant Edwards is so young that you can give up anyone.
Yeah. Like
you can start fresh.
He's scoring almost 30 a game.
That's a duo from now and literally the next 7 years until Giannis.
Yeah, I would give up everyone for sure.
And I think we forget. Like in my head, I'm thinking Ant is a slashing guy who can't shoot the ball, but
He
can
can.
shoot the
His
ball.
like people
Like
people
he
disregard
led the
his
league
mid-range.
in what was it? It was either 3-point made or 3-point percentage
Three-point
last
made.
year. He was
Yes.
top 5.
Yeah,
Like,
3-point made.
He's a slasher, athletic guy, but he be shooting like in the mid range.
No, he made the most amount of
in the
threes. In
Like,
the,
you
last
talk
year.
about Ant pick and roll. I mean, you talk about Luka pick and roll. You talk about Steph pick and roll. Think about it, Anthony Edwards, Giannis pick and roll. Because if you sag,
And they're both killers.
Exactly.
They're both killers.
If you sag, yeah, Ant is shooting it. If you guard up, Ant's gonna blow past you. And if you double team Ant, there's not a place you can throw it up that Giannis is not gonna go get it. That's scary.
Oh,
And they both can
absolutely.
play defense. But y'all,
you think they're trading Gobert?
Yeah, hell yeah. If they, I mean, Bucks.
Gobert, sorry.
Literally,
It's
quite
Gobert.
literally, the Bucks asked for everybody besides Ant. Yes, have him.
But you have to think like one. In my opinion, I think Ja, if anywhere, goes to Minnesota. Based off of what Giannis has said since the beginning, I want to stay in the East. I want to stay in the East. I don't know
But
if
where
that
would you go?
he has the Pistons. The Pistons are a real
like that.
intriguing
I like
team
that. I like
because
that.
one, they have the picks.
I don't like the Heat, but I like.
One,
the
they have the picks. Two, I don't know if they're willing to go after Giannis because of how good they're doing right now. Team
Right, you
chemistry,
don't wanna
number
break
one.
up that
You don't want to
core.
break
They're
it up
number
at
one
all.
seed.
because
but-
you gotta give him Jalen. You got
Duran?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
yeah,
the thing
that
is,
boy's nice.
this Turner, you have Turner. I don't know if there's a world where Duran and
then who else
Turner
would they? Who else would
coexist.
they give up?
they could really give up half their roster picks,
Yeah.
they
a
would
bunch
have
of
to
picks
unload.
for
It,
him.
it would be
Yeah.
a
giving up
haul.
their-
Yeah.
It would be a Paul
Oh, yeah.
George, mother freaking Kevin Durant to the Suns. Type
But if you
haul.
want to win now, shoot, Duran, Cade, and Giannis,
Giannis?
you're winning the
Ah,
East.
that-
will
that-
say
that-
that
that's
is a
sca-
great take.
that-
I'm not gonna lie.
that scares me about their shooting.
Yeah, that's a great take.
Yes.
I don't even think they really
Would
would. Yeah, because with the way Cade plays, he's almost like a mini Braun out there. Like he's very smart. He does everything.
Yeah, he's a lot
Mhm.
stronger than you think.
And
So
the-
then
for
you
sure.
just
I
got
thought you were about to
Giannis
say
coming
some
down.
outlandish
Yes.
shit.
Downhill.
I thought
that
you
would
were
be
saying
Like,
nasty.
he-
I'm not gonna
he will
lie.
come down. He will dish the ball. The fact that his turnover to his assist to turnover
Turnover ratio.
ratio is so good
Yeah.
and so
I mean,
polished
He's
at
a
such a young
6'7"
age.
guard who
It's
can score and pass with the best of them. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to guard that and to account for that because he can beat you in almost every way. Like that, you guys talk about a player that you. I don't think you should bet on Cade Cunningham because he's had one game where he has 30, he has 5, and the next game he has 21 and 10. Like, but that's a great thing for the NBA and as a team. But like not for a player you would bet on because it's like he could do so much any given night that you don't know what he's going to do, right? But I don't think they have to make sure. Well, if they keep Duncan Robinson and keep their shooters, that's scary.
Yes.
Nah, I just don't
That's
see what
scary.
he.
Well,
What-
who has the most picks?
Oh, who has the most picks?
No.
You say?
Oh,
No.
Lord.
No.
Not the New Jersey
No.
Nets.
Hey,
Oh, God.
No.
It's Brooklyn now.
No.
Yes.
No.
I saw a report
No.
on Nets Press. It said the
Nets
Brooklyn-
press, guys. Nets press.
Nets Press
Tune in.
on Instagram.
That's
Shout out.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Hell.
We're a dark horse. We're a dark horse team. So
He
what?
would
Darkest.
Dark horse for
Giannis
dark
was
as hell.
traded,
We
he would
always
buy-
trade for superstars. I'm
He
telling
would
you.
buy out his contract. Like he would not play. He would buy out his contract.
He would
no matter
buy
how
out
much
his
it
He
was.
contract.
saw what happened with
Yes.
Katie and Kyrie. You think
They
wants to
they
buy
all
out.
got injured. We would have won a championship. I can tell you.
Giannis
that
is
right
injured
now.
right
That's not a bad
now.
take, but he would buy
Giannis
out
is
his
injured right
contract.
now, bro. Next year,
No, but I
we
agree.
have the
the
fifth
only
best odds.
the only reason why Giannis is injured because he's trying to get traded.
Yes, he said he had a
Oh, definitely, yeah,
hamstring
If he-
injury.
If he wanted
got
to
no
get traded, he would be playing because team.
No.
Okay, that's
He's
a
showing
great
that
point
how good
because
they are without him.
we're filming this before the trade deadline.
Right.
I do not believe he's getting traded before the trade deadline. I
That's
think
not
he's getting
crazy.
traded in
That's
the
not
summer
crazy. That's
because
not crazy.
because he is injured. That
Mm.
is why.
I don't think that's a good
But-
reason.
but
I,
still,
I think
people-
there's a chance he doesn't.
No, and
Yeah,
also
that's-
and also the 2033, 2034 draft picks become available in the summer, so more teams could trade
Who
for
has
more
their
picks in the summer than
Is
the
it?
trade deadline.
Is it
That is a good point.
Portland who has their picks?
if you're
Who holds their future?
You do have actually a great point. Most superstars don't get traded till the
yeah,
offseason.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
really hard. To
What
trade
it
a
was?
superstar
Was
before
it
the deadline.
AD
Might
who
be
didn't
like-
get
what-
traded?
What and
Who?
what?
What happened?
It was AD or somebody who didn't get traded at the deadline. They ended up
It
just
was
signing.
Anthony Davis.
That was it. Yeah.
Because
Anthony
Kevin
Davis,
Durant
yeah.
got traded. When every time he got traded, the two times he got traded, it was in the middle of the season.
Mm.
Kyrie got traded before the deadline. Luka was before the deadline.
Harden
Yeah.
before the
Harden
deadline.
was before the deadline. Like
Well, well,
It's always surprising.
and
when it
Luka didn't
happens.
even want to leave. You know,
Yeah,
he
of
was
course.
forced
that,
out.
that was the
So
most
this is different.
surprising thing ever. I had something in my head. I can't think about what I was about to say. Free.
But I would say, the Bucks would get more bang for the buck in the offseason.
That's what it was.
Than
Yeah.
It was a
trade
question
deadline.
from actually all y'all. Let's say a team like who's the team like the Pacers. Let's say they get the number 1 pick.
Okay.
Do you trade the number 1 pick for Giannis?
For Giannis,
Yeah, with a healthy Tyrese Halliburton.
yes. Because you
Oh, absolutely.
keep in mind they just made it to
That's
the
what
finals.
that's
You
popped in my
still
head.
have Pascal.
That's crazy.
You do all this,
That's
and
crazy.
number 1 pick. Keep in mind that means one, you don't have to have the luxury of giving up all your really
players, all your
good
guys.
players.
Yeah.
You can keep those guys. You can
I
maybe
could
send
see-
out one of them.
I could see
and
like a number 1 pick, a top 3 protected pick in 2027, and fucking Nimhard and who's the other player?
Neesmith?
Not Neesmith.
Benedict
Benedict
Mathurin.
Mathurin for
Mathurin, yeah.
Giannis in the summer.
Shoot, I'll take that easily because the way
It's a
that-
fresh restart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you have a good point because even if they don't get the number 1 pick and Tyrese comes back, they're not winning. I don't think they're winning.
I think
The
they
finals?
make the playoffs, but they're not winning.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they'll make the playoffs, but
Yeah.
they're not
I
like
don't
winning
think
at all.
I-
with this
I
team
don't
currently
know
with
about winning it
Tyrese.
all, but if they get a top 3 pick, they're going to make it far.
Oh
in the
yeah, I
conference
mean,
finals.
I saw.
That's what, and they're gonna get one of them bigs. They're not getting Peterson.
if they get
I-
if they
I-
get Cam
top
Boozer,
three,
if they get Cam
they're
Boozer, the
getting
league is
Cam,
done.
AJ, or Caleb.
I read an article
One of
that
them 3 with Tyrese running the floor.
And no, and that's a revenge time, Tyrese.
Yeah,
like
that-
this
that's
is the
a
same
bulked
dude who
up
got voted most
Tyrese.
overrated, gained what 20
pounds. He's
pounds.
210, fool. He's trying to do
This
something.
is
I need to be on his program. No
I,
doubt.
I do want to say I did read an article that Cooper Flag would have been picked 4th this upcoming draft if he was entering this
honestly
draft.
that's
Oh,
not
if he was
crazy.
in this
based,
class?
based off of
Yeah. I
production
can see
in
that.
in college, yes, because you have Cam Boozer who's scoring 20. Naismith Player of the Year, basically 20 and 10. No,
Yeah.
more than 10.
23. It's 23.
It's 23 and like 12.
Because he leads the
And
nation
Darren
in
Peterson
scoring.
on a minutes restriction,
sure.
getting
20,
I-
20
20
minutes, 20 points.
yes, and you have AJ
Dabanza
Dibanza
and-
who's scoring,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you got Caleb Wilson who's scoring a lot. Like these are all guys who are,
He's,
Yeah.
It is definitely like I could see him going number 1, but I could also see him going 5th overall.
Yes.
If them 4 is playing. But let's switch segments. 4th quarter. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Zay, say your hot take
oh, I can't wait to say my hot take.
first.
My hot take is it's a little biased, but the Brooklyn Nets will be in contention for an NBA Finals and the first NBA championship since the ABA days in 4 years or less.
No.
Hell
Tell me how
no.
this
No.
doesn't work.
No,
Tell
no,
me
no,
how
no.
this-
They have a
no.
better chance of moving back to New
Bro, it
Jersey
gets to a
than
point,
to
I
win a
bro.
chip.
I definitely agree.
So
We got.
You agree?
I agree with
oh
Yeah.
We gotta
Okay.
have standards.
His face.
okay. Let me at least tell you why I think this.
Okay.
It's
We'll give you a chance.
half based on bias, but once again, the Thunder, they were granted all these picks, right?
Yeah.
From other teams. We have all these picks. We have a guy like Yegor Demon right
Yeah.
now who is showing that in the second half of the season he can be up there in top 4, top 5 of rookies, right? We have a top 3 pick potentially next year, which I think the NBA draft is rigged. They're probably going to give it to a big market team. They give it to Dallas. I feel like we're a big enough market to get
Yeah.
a
You
top
think it's
3
rigged?
pick.
Yeah. First.
So you give us a top 3 pick, which lands us a guy like Peterson, Dibanza, or Boozer. Any one of those guys will transform an entire franchise. I think if you put Claxton and Boozer down low, that's a scary duo. Think about it. You have Boozer rebounding. You have Claxton rebounding as well.
I'm about to say
You have
the
You're
shot-
not gonna have Claxton rebounding.
You have the shot. You have the shot blocking of Claxton. You have the scoring of Boozer. You have the scoring of Demon. And then keep in mind,
Do you-
we still
Do you keep Michael Porter?
you keep Michael Porter. You trade Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas, I feel like, is out after this year.
But
So you
he
think
has
Michael
no
Porter- hold on.
back. So.
You think? No,
I think Michael Porter Jr. is one
You
of
think he's
the.
your franchise player?
I don't know if he's franchise player. I think one of the rookies we draft this year could be our franchise player, along with Yegor Demon. But I think that he can be a number 2
He-
to our franchise player.
Number 2 is not crazy.
No, that is crazy.
I don't like
He
it.
was
Yeah.
He's not being a number 1.
three.
He's still
Yeah, he's
scoring.
number 3.
He's
on
gonna
the Nuggets.
score
He
over
was number 3 on
20
the
for the
Nuggets.
next 4 years. I'm telling you right now.
And they
As long
won't
as
win
he's on the
anything.
Nets, he's gonna score.
Okay, but then he'll hawk the ball away from Boozer or.
And it
Jokic.
might
No,
take- it might
he
take
can
17,
pass. He
20
showed he
shots.
can pass.
can
showed he can
pass?
pass. Yes, he can.
Bro,
No,
y'all are
assist,
playing
he can-
for
like,
nothing
Three.
right now.
He can get 3 to 4 assists a game. I
That's
fully
not
believe that.
passing.
Yeah, that's not-
Okay, that's
A guy who
you
can
gotta know
pass.
it's
okay.
because you have
What
to.
is he averaging
That's
right now?
getting
1 point
grenades
what?
though. That's
Yeah,
what he's
that's
doing.
passing.
Yeah.
Passing grenades
Yeah.
around.
It's enough. It's enough.
He's
It's
throwing that
enough.
with 2 seconds. Like here you go.
We'll let the
It's
audience
enough.
decide that.
It's
Brian, your hot take.
Man, my hot take.
I dare you to say some bullshit about the
The
Celtics.
Celtics.
It's gonna be bullshit about.
I
the
don't
Celtics.
mean like I don't think it's a hot take because we're that great.
I know it.
but I feel like even without Jason Tatum, we're still a lock for a conference championship. At
A
least.
lock?
Appearance.
Appearance or championship.
No.
We're a
The-
lock for the conference championship appearance.
Oh, there you go.
We
You
will
see how
play.
we changed it?
That's not
I like it.
crazy, but you're not. I like the Pistons. I like the Knicks.
The Knicks.
I like.
We're
Pistons
not
versus
letting the
Knicks.
Knicks beat
That's
us
what
2
it's
years
gonna
in
be.
a row.
I just
You're-
like them too. I'm not gonna lie.
And if you only like them too, that
That's
means
tough. That's not
eliminate
a bad
them.
take.
We
Do
just
you know
beat the
how
Celtics'
good the
ass.
coaching on the Knicks is right now with
That's
with
cool.
Brown?
You know how good our coaching is without Tatum on the floor?
You guys just shoot
Okay,
threes.
yes, but
You guys
keep
rely on
in
the
mind
three.
that the
You
Knicks,
know that we are the
it was
best
a-
offense of all time right now.
oh my God, the best offense of
Whoa.
all time in the first
You
half?
say, oh
And you
my
guys
God,
are,
but
like,
then when
the
Luka go
third
out here and
seed.
do
How are
it,
you the best
everybody's
offense in
glazing
the third
Luka. It's so cool when Luka do it,
I
but when
mean,
we're the best team, it's who cares?
We love ball, but you know, like a 30-point triple double, that's sexy.
It is, but
Yes.
like for me, what's sexy is watching all 5 of my guys get 15 plus, while our
Yeah.
That's
rookie
good ball.
Hugo
That's good.
is having the best plus minus
That's good ball.
of all time. What are we doing?
That's good ball. That's good ball.
That's all Brad Stevens and the coach. Come on, man. What are we doing? So what's your hot take?
It's gonna piss you off.
It can't be worse than what he just said.
I don't know what came. I'm looking.
I
I'm
feel
looking
like
to the whenever.
my take was pretty cold. I feel like.
You're very cold.
Larry Bird is not
No,
a top
it was.
7 shooter of all time, and I will name them: Steph, Clay, Ray, Reggie, Kevin. Ooh, I forgot this last time.
Kevin who?
Durant.
Durant, Dame.
Okay.
Dame.
No, I'm not taking Dame.
Dame.
I'm not taking Dame.
Dame. You can make it. I will say.
You see how you said argument?
No, I'm
arguments.
saying after. I'm not saying. I already named 7. Or I named
Argument.
6.
Yeah, okay.
I named 6. I'm
6,
I'm
7?
almost there.
Around 6, 7.
I will take Kyle Korver over Larry Bird when it comes to shooting. I'm not
So,
talking about play.
Gabe.
Talking about
Gabe,
shooting.
look in the camera
No,
and say that.
no,
Look in the
no,
camera
no.
and say that.
Kyle Korver is a better shooter. Than
This dude said Kyle.
What?
Shooter, not
Hawks?
player, shooter, right?
Shout out Atlanta.
And then I will make an
Hawks.
argument that Paul George is a better shooter. Prime Paul George is a better shooter. if we're
So
talking
I'm
about
a
shooting.
Paul George fan, and I don't even believe that.
Yeah, all right.
That's so
Look at my
wild.
reasoning.
What are
Look
we
Yeah,
at my
that's
reasoning.
crazy.
Can I
This
No,
explain?
you
blasphemy.
You guys
You
got to
can.
explain. Let me
Blasphemy.
Right. I think the top 5 that I said is undisputed. Steph, Clay, Ray, Reggie, and Kevin. It's not disputable. It's not close. Literally, especially Steph, Clay, and Kevin can literally shoot it from everywhere on the floor at the most efficient rate possible, right? And Reggie and Ray, they led for how many years off the ball, shooting, catching. Like it's not close, right? All those guys averaged about, besides Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant, when you talk about mid range, is different. He's not when he's 300, he's 300, but he does 300. Them guys 300. Them guys average around 4 to 3 makes per game. Larry Bird barely averaged about over 1 attempt, and he averaged 1 3 a game. That's like, and I get, you can talk about his era like it didn't count for 3-point shooting. He was playing against guys who was getting double team every time. Every shot was tough. But the volume of 3-point shooting or shooting we have in today's NBA or in the last 20 years compared to then, even like he's a great player. I agree. Larry Bird's a top 10 player of all time, but if we're talking about shooting, he's not over those guys. Kyle Korver went for 12 points in a minute, like in 11 seconds.
That's
4
cute.
4 straight
Larry
threes,
Bird
gang.
scored 40 points with his left hand.
And it was not jump shots, fool.
It don't even matter.
No,
it's the
no.
fact. Hold
Bro,
on. But
bro.
look, even if you don't, you said the 3-point shots. He only take 3 a game or whatever. His best year was 3.1 average shots, 1.3 makes. If you look and watch him play, 80% of his mid-range shots is literally 1 step in front of the 3-point line. Literally,
But it's
not
a
even a
three, though.
full step, a half a
It's a
step.
3.
It's
It's
damn
a
near a
three.
3. So
It's
we're
a
going to
three.
credit
It's-
him because he couldn't take 2 steps
a three.
back to shoot the shot. And we're going to use that to
Even-
discredit him.
and
He
if we
still was
honest,
shooting
even if we talk about
50, 40, 90 twice.
because he's not the volume.
Say the career average.
The volume.
What's the career
The
average?
career average, 50, 40, 90. What are we
Volume.
doing? Like, what are we doing?
Volume. Steph
No.
Curry takes 13.
He was
threes a
Larry,
game in
Larry
Larry
Bird
volume.
shots
literally
a
won
game
the
and making
3-point
11.
contest in his warm-up.
You realize
You going 11 for
In his
18
warm-ups.
every
Oh,
night
okay,
on average?
okay.
That's solid.
First of all, if you want to talk about 3-point contests, we can go into that. And
Yeah,
back then,
in
3-point
his
contest
warm-up
was
clothes.
bullshit, gang. The 3-point contest was bullshit back then. And compared to the points,
He did a stretch and won the
Holy shit.
contest.
Like
what are you
you
talking
I'm
about?
saying,
Do you
man.
realize that Larry Bird hasn't made over 153s in a per season, like in a game per season? Buddy Hield has made 300 threes in a season. Steph Curry has made 400 threes in a season. Trey Young has made 300 threes in a season.
Trey Young, how did Trey Young?
all
We're
these-
not going to
all
act
these
like they
guys.
don't shoot half their shots
Exactly.
as 3 points
it's
now.
volume again.
But that
it's-
don't make you better because you coming down chucking
Yeah,
threes
what
all
is
game.
what does
Did-
that matter?
Look.
It's the efficiency that matters.
Look.
We're talking about chucking.
Look,
threes.
hold-
LeBron's the
hold on,
king of
hold on,
chucking
hold on,
threes.
hold on.
It's-
Hold on. Don't bring the king into this. Don't do that.
I
Stop.
can't disagree
Oh
with
my
him right
God.
there.
Hold on.
No.
You brought up Trey Young, so
Can
anything's
I
off the
make
table
my
at this
point?
point.
Can I make my point? My
Hey,
point
man.
was shooting. I'm not talking about player. Larry Bird is a dog. He's a top 10 player of all time. When you talk about player, you're talking about the whole game, right? But if you talk about strictly shooting, he's not a top 7 shooter of all time. When you talk about catch and shoot, when you talk about 3-point range, when you talk about 3-point ability, when you talk about mid-range ability, and when you talk about mid-range shooters, he's not a top 5 mid-range shooter of all time.
Yeah, you're wilding. You're wilding.
Kawhi,
You're
Kevin, Mike,
wilding. You're
Kawhi.
Just say you
Kawhi-
didn't watch him. It's okay.
Kawhi
But I'm
Leonard-
trying to save you from the comments.
No.
Just
I
save
wasn't
yourself
talking-
now.
I want you to
'cause
say
that's very wild to say he's not a
Blasphemy.
top
really
5
want you-
mid-range scorer.
Blasphemy.
Larry Bird is not top.
Somebody who is
is
literally
Kevin
a
Durant-
top 10 player
Can I
of
name
all
the players?
time off of pure
Can I-
shooting
can I
and
name the players?
defense isn't a top
Can I
shooter
name the
in the
players?
mid-range?
We're not gonna act like Larry Bird was basically the point guard of that offense. Larry Bird can pass the ball, first of all, and second of all,
He was the main shooter.
Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kawhi, and I'll make an argument for. Shit, I'll make an argument for DeMar DeRozan and Chris Paul when it comes to mid-range.
Okay.
All
Never
right,
mind.
let me get my
Over
hot take.
Larry.
Over
All right,
Larry.
all right,
Over
all right.
Larry.
Let me get
Take
my
it
hot
over
take because
Larry.
this is
What are we
blasphemy.
talking about?
Please.
All
I'm
right.
talking about shooting.
I don't even want to
shooting.
debate that, bro.
It's
That's,
the
that's
80s.
just so wild.
I'm not.
So
All right,
wild.
my hot take. I'm not talking about resumes. I'm talking about peak, prime. Give me Shaq as the best Laker of all time.
No.
Over
I love
Magic, over Kobe.
Shaq is the
Yes.
greatest player of all time. If we talking peaks and dominance, he's the most dominant
Well,
center to ever touch the game, and he's the
We're
most
talking
dominant
about
player
dominance.
to ever step
Yes.
foot on a
We're
court.
talking about
Yes.
Wait.
dominance.
Dominant. Most dominant player.
I
The
mean,
most dominant
dominance.
figure in the league.
Okay, well,
I
what's
mean,
wrong?
dominant.
What are we talking about dominance? Like say what that
Like,
is. What is dominance?
Your
mean?
man can't do anything with
Hakeem.
you. You have to get
Hakeem.
more than one
Hakeem.
person to stop Shaq.
Hakeem, Steph Curry, LeBron James.
Thank you.
And they're not more dominant than Shaq. The only
Hakeem
person
is
I would
the
give
most-
you is Curry.
Hakeem is the most dominant center of all time.
How?
Huh?
Explain.
Guard. Ask anybody in the league who said they could guard
Shaq
Kareem.
literally said he couldn't guard Hakeem.
That's
Hakeem.
cool. Just because Shaq can't guard him,
That doesn't mean Hakeem
Shaq
can't
is
guard
less
Shaq.
dominant.
Hakeem could guard
No, he
Shaq.
couldn't. Nobody could guard
me-
Shaq.
He's
Fuck
one of the
Lakers
best
Shaq.
lower
Hakeem
players of
put
all
Shaq
time.
in a box. That's why he won the freaking finals.
Oh my
What are
God,
we talking
he got
about?
boxed by.
They got 3 people.
Didn't he lose to the
I'm talking
Pistons?
about
Why'd he lose to the
Lakers Shaq.
Pistons?
Quite
Oh,
literally. Quite literally.
why'd he lose to the Pistons?
Quite literally.
Why'd he lose to the
talking
Besides
about
Michael
Lakers
Jordan,
Shaq.
the same way we say people run into LeBron and Michael Jordan. Besides the time Michael Jordan was winning, the other times in the 90s, it was like
Shaq
we being
isn't
for
even the
real
most
here?
dominant player on his era with the team. Kobe is more dominant
Hell no.
in his
How?
era.
Hell no.
How can you
Hell
be
no. I'm
dominant
taking Shaq
when you're a
out
shot
any
chucker?
day.
dominant is crazy.
You're
Kobe's
a
a shot
literal
chucker?
shot chucker. He was not more dominant than
You
Yeah.
see how
Shaq.
you're laughing? You are chuckling
know,
about
no,
your team.
serious.
Kobe is
Shaq is the most dominant figure of all time. Simple.
No, he's not. He's just strong.
Michael, LeBron, Steph, Hakeem. No.
He's just
Y'all are
strong.
confusing greatness with not like
Yes,
greatness
dominance.
is what
If we had, I'm telling you,
Dominance.
Bron,
I'm picking
MJ,
Shaq
gang,
over
but we're
Magic and
talking-
Kobe
you
in the
guys-
Laker
dominance?
era any day.
that's only
Thank
Shaq.
you,
You
Ryan.
guys realize if voter fatigue wasn't a thing, LeBron James would be a 10-time MVP. Like, do you guys
How'd he get to
realize
LeBron?
that?
I'm
That's
talking about the
dominance.
we're talking
Yes,
about the
bro.
Lakers.
That's
Yeah, no,
dominance.
that's the one time
Shaq
I'll agree
had
with
so
y'all.
many
Please,
more
leave
awards.
LeBron out these conversations.
That's dominance.
Please.
That's dominance.
Please.
That's dominance.
That's
but
greatness.
okay, and if you talk about
That's what greatness
gang,
is.
but he didn't say dominance. He said the
He-
best.
Dominance is when they're fouling you because they
He said-
literally can't stop you with 3 people.
That did that with LeBron and Michael Jordan. Period.
LeBron never got hacked to Shaq. They literally call it hack a Shaq because it's Shaq.
Because he
You're
couldn't
hacking Shaq.
shoot. Because he
But
couldn't shoot.
That's because it was his only weakness in his entire game.
3-point.
LeBron has a weakness of shooting free throws, but because he's great at shooting threes, because he's great at passing the ball, he's great at everything else, you can't hack a Shaq him. Shaq can't do none of that but sit in the paint and sit there like a cone and is dominating everybody that's trying to guard him.
Oh, so he dominated Mr. Wallace on the Pistons?
He has how many rings? He averaged how many points? He gets fouled
he has
how
the
many
full-
times?
hold on,
He
hold
has
on.
a term
Yes,
called
4
hack a
rings.
Shaq.
One of the
You want to go
best.
about the rings? You want to go to the rings?
If
You wanna
we're
go to the
talking
rings?
If we go to the
dominant,
rings, we
So
talk.
wait, without the wait, Kobe Bryant, Shaq
Thank you.
doesn't win. He doesn't
Yes.
win. He doesn't
Yes.
win. He doesn't
Thank you.
win.
Kobe don't
Thank
know
you.
about Shaq.
He doesn't win.
Hakeem didn't
I-
need a guy like Shaq next
Shaq
to him.
needed D-Wade. D-Wade averaged 30 in the finals. He was finals MVP. Like, what are we talking?
Okay,
Even if
but
you take away his free throws, he's still
he
averaging
wasn't in his prime
almost
though. He
26.
wasn't in his prime.
Okay,
Are we
I'm-
gonna act
I'm
like
talking
Shaq's
about
numbers
Lakers
weren't
prime.
insane? Didn't Shaq average the most points in the finals ever?
even if we go back,
Thank you. He averaged
Did
32
he not? Like, what are we
and
talking
11
about
with
here?
the Lakers. Like, what are we talking about?
because you had to worry about Kobe.
What? The shot chucker?
didn't
You
have
had to worry about
Shaq.
him?
That's who we had to worry about.
No, you did
Hell
not.
That's
no.
not winning about
They were
Kobe.
putting
He'll tell you
three.
that.
But I want you to go back after we finish recording tonight. Go rewatch those finals matchups. They're putting 3 people in front of Shaq in the paint, and he is dunking on all 3 of them, getting and ones.
Thank you.
He got 38 points per game, or it was like 36 to 38 off of pure dunking and ones.
He literally
That's
put.
pure dominance. I'm standing in front of you. I'm going to dunk on you. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's dominance. What are we talking about?
I don't think he's the best Laker when it comes to peak. But yeah, guys, very very heated conversation, very great conversation here. Make sure you tune into our Instagram, our TikTok, our Twitter, our YouTube Shorts. You know what I'm saying? Tune into the interviews. You know, we got to see OTE players, got to interview them. You know what I'm saying? Got to walk around the arena. Gonna be back there for more content. Oh, you should have said that loud. You could say that. They could hear that. And happy birthday to Ryan.
Yes, sir, Unc. Yes, sir, Unc.
Hey, for the audience,
you
honest,
know.
we could tell my old Joe.
I guess so. Yeah.
He is 24, guys.
Damn.
I'm 18.
Kevin
He's
Hart,
18.
Yes,
He's old. He's old as hell too. He's
Okay.
He's a 20-year-old freshman.
Chill.
They're old. Oh, I'm
Chill.
19. I'm sorry. I'm 19.
Yes,
guys. That's
bro.
crazy. I'm not used to saying
You're
that. But
19. We're 18.
Uh,
Me and Joel.
yeah, young Annie.
Got some
But
jits.
Those.
Huh? What'd you say?
Got some jits.
Ryan is old.
Oh, God.
Ryan is old. You know what I'm
Shout out 05. Shout out 05. Yes.
saying? 07,
O
fool.
2.
Hell no.
Man,
O2.
Shout out
Damn.
O2. Yes, sir. Shout out on my O2.
No,
baby.
wait. But before we leave. Ryan Perry lived in a world where LeBron James was in the league. He's up. In the episode.
That's actually crazy.
Make sure you follow us
is
on Instagram,
crazy.
YouTube, and TikTok. We out. This is 4 Quarter Podcast. Thank you.
You old as hell, Gabe.